Hi, welcome to AI Action Pad. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. First, you want to go ahead and install it from the Chrome store. Once you have it installed, go ahead and pin it for easy access. Next, you want to click on the Chrome extension and AI Action Pad will open up. Go ahead and sign in. This is going to use a Google account to sign in. Once you're signed in, you'll see that you have access to those free features. So what we're going to do for the purpose of this video to show you the unlimited features, we're going to go ahead and sign up for a 7-day free trial. Once you've signed up, you'll be taken to a welcome screen and you can start using the pro features. So the first feature we're going to go through is summarize. So first of all, you can go ahead over to the settings and I'm going to turn floating UI on and dark mode just because I prefer it. Here you can also check out your translation language settings if that's something you're going to be using. So now all we need to do is highlight any content on a page anywhere and we'll see that floating UI pop up if you want to use that, or you can simply right click and use one of the actions from here. We're going to use summarize. AI Action Pad will process, and once it's completed, it will let you know and you can click to view it in the pop-up. Now from the pop-up, you can see the result box here. We can copy, we can download in Word or PDF, RTF or PDF, or we can share. We can send an email, we can send this as a WhatsApp message, we can post this to X, or we can post this to LinkedIn. And lastly, we can open up Edit Pad if we want to really start editing our response, if we want to adjust this in any way. And we've got all the same buttons from the result box that do the same things as well, except for the save feature, which I'll demo for you now as well. So if we delete something, or we can just put test up here, and then we click save, content will be saved and synced to the extension. So when we close this and open the pop-up again, we'll see that that stays consistent and this result will now stay like this as you edited it. So if you wanted to, go ahead and do something else and come back to it, it would still be here. Now that I've explained how AI Action Pad works and you've seen all the settings, I'll just go through the rest of the features and give you a demo of how they all work. So if we wanted to translate from a different language to English, we can simply do that by, let's change the language here to, let's say, Spanish. And then we can highlight anything that we want to highlight. Let's use the floating UI this time and click translate. And there we have it. It auto-detected that this was Spanish, translated and summarized the result for us in just a few lines. If we wanted to translate to a different language, for example, we wanted to translate to Japanese, we can simply highlight our text with auto detect on, click translate and summarize, and there you have this Spanish content translated to Japanese. Before we move on as well, I'd like to show you the previous answers. So every time you send a request to AI Action Pad, it will store your previous answer here, just in case you wanted to, for example, go back to it and click view, and you'd see it go into your result box here, and then you can start transforming it or editing it or doing whatever you need to do with it. The next feature AI Action Pad has is to summarize a web page in one click. So all you do is open the pop-up, click summarize web page, and you'll have a full summary in just seconds. In this particular case, we have a summary from a page that was 6,145 words. The next two buttons that AI Action Pad has is to generate a post for X and a post for LinkedIn. So you simply highlight your content, click X post or LinkedIn post, and there you have it. You have your post ready for X, and you can click here and share it. The same thing happens for LinkedIn. You can right click or use the floating UI. And here you will have a LinkedIn post generated, ready to post and ready to share to LinkedIn. The next feature is the ability to be able to ask whatever page you're on a question. So click the button, type in your question, what is AI? Press enter or click go. We'll send the question to AI Action Pad, and then you have your result, you have your answer generated in seconds. And all of these actions without even leaving the page. Lastly, AI Action Pad has the feature to add custom prompts. Along with these custom prompts, you have the option to upload a context document. So I'd give you an example of how this works and how you can include this into your own workflow for repetitive tasks or repetitive prompts that you find yourself using all the time. So a good example is a cover letter for a job application. So for example, we can type in, use my CV or resume, open bracket, context, to apply for this job post, open bracket, text. Context refers to the document we're about to upload, which will be a CV, Bugs Bunny CV, and the text would be whatever we highlight. So we'll go ahead and save that custom prompt. And now you'll notice that you have a cover letter button for whatever you named it. You can edit these as well. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is find a job for Bugs Bunny. So I think Bugs Bunny would be a real good salesman. So let's find some salesman jobs for Bugs. Weekend sales assistant. Perfect. So we found the job description. We're just going to go ahead and highlight it. Or we can turn off floating UI now as well, actually. So we can go ahead and highlight this. See if we've got some funny formatting in there. I don't know what's going on with their job ad. And then we can go ahead, right click, custom prompts, click the cover letter custom prompt that we just made. And there we have our cover letter generated. And it's tailored for the weekend sales assistant position using Bugs Bunny's CV. So you can see the personal information from the CV has been pulled in, and Bugs Bunny's previous experience and qualifications from his CV will be included in this letter aligned with the job application, job position. And that is custom prompts. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you ASAP. You can email us at support@aiactionpad.com or you can DM us on social media. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'd love to hear your feedback on AI Action Pad.